A tax advisor explains cryptocurrency do's and don'ts. Now, this is an asset class that's getting a lot more media coverage. US Strategic Reserve, the summit at the White House, there's a lot more professional investors now discussing cryptocurrency as an asset class to actually take seriously, put it as part of their portfolio. So with all this added attention, I want to break down exactly what you need to know on how you will pay tax, when you will pay tax, and what to consider if you're looking at investing in crypto. Now, I want to caveat, I'm a finance professional and I do not advise that you go and invest in cryptocurrency. It's a volatile asset class with sharp decreases in value at the click of a finger from some media coverage that went the wrong way. Although people are making a lot of money and there's both gain and there's loss. And you need to understand how both are taxed. And in this video, I'm going to do exactly that. So first, we need to understand that when you dispose of a cryptocurrency, you will incur a capital gain or capital loss. This is creating a taxation point on a gain or creating a loss that you can carry forward or offset against other capital gains. We'll get into that more in the video. Now, dispose as a word is speculative. A lot of people don't understand what that means. Is it just when you sell and pull money into your UK bank account? It's not. You need to understand that there's numerous methods of disposal, and I'm going to break these down for you now. So firstly, if you are to sell a cryptocurrency and convert it into whatever your local currency is, that's going to be treated as a disposal. That's the obvious one. And that's even if you keep your money on chain, in the ledger, on your favorite exchange, even if you keep it in and don't withdraw it to your personal bank account, still treated as a disposal because at that point you've sold the cryptocurrency. Even if you convert one cryptocurrency into another, so BTC to ETH, that again is a disposal. Whatever the difference was between your purchase price and your sale price at the point of conversion is treated as a gain or a loss. Even if you convert from BTC to a stable coin like USDC or Tether, that again is treated as a taxation point if you're in a gain position. So to summarize, HMRC deems a disposal to be trading cryptocurrency for another cryptocurrency, trading cryptocurrency into fiat, or if you've got a cryptocurrency debit card or credit card that you're expending for goods or services, again, that's a disposal. Providing the investment was personally, your cryptocurrency is going to be subject to what's called capital gains tax, which is the taxation that HMRC impose on any gain of purchasing and then selling an asset. As of March 2025, the current capital gains taxation rates are 18% within your basic rate band. Basic rate band being total cumulative earnings below £50,270, which means that if you have £40,000 of other earnings and £10,000 left of your basic rate band, only the £10,000 can be utilised for basic rate. So 18% on that, and then anything above total cumulative earnings of 50,270 or more is going to be subject to 24% capital gains. As of today's date, you also get an annual allowance against CGT gains of £3,000 per year. So you've just disposed of your cryptocurrency. What tax rate do you actually pay? What type of tax, and when do you pay it? So it's going to be capital gains tax if the investment you made is personal, not via a company or a corporate entity. And capital gains rates as of March 2025, the point of filming this video, are as follows. 18% at the basic rate. The basic rate being total cumulative earnings for that tax year below £50,270. Now, higher rate is going to be 24%. Additional rate, 24%, there's no change. So you've got two rates that you need to consider, 18% and 24%. You've also got a capital gains tax-free allowance, which as of now is £3,000 per year that you can offset against any gain that you realise when calculating your total tax liability on said gain. If you were to have any capital losses, so let's say a prior tax year, you'd lost money on cryptocurrency, you could also offset that capital loss against your capital gain in the year of disposal. I'm going to run you through a practical example of calculating the capital gains that you would pay on a realised gain. So let's say you made £25,000 in a specific tax year. You've realised the gain and you've made the disposal. Now you had a £2,000 capital loss from a prior tax year where you lost some money sadly when investing in crypto. So first we're going to deduct the capital loss, which gets your gain down to £23,000. Next we're going to utilise the capital gains tax-free allowance for the year, which is £3,000. That gets you down to a £20,000 taxable gain. You've then got £10,000 of your basic rate band still available. So we're going to utilize that tax rate first, being 18%, meaning on the first £10,000 of your remaining taxable gain, you pay £1,800 in tax. Now you've got £10,000 of this taxable gain left, which is going to be taxed at the higher rate threshold of 24%, meaning a further £2,400 is payable on this gain. Total, £1,800 and the £2,400 is going to be £4,200 on a £25,000 gain, utilising your capital loss, your tax-free allowance, and then looking at the tax rates that you would pay on that specific gain itself. Now, if you're investing in a corporate entity, let's say you've got a group structure and you're utilizing some of your trading profits to reinvest back into different asset classes, cryptocurrency being one that you have chosen, now it's going to be taxed completely differently. Capital gains is only applicable to individuals. Companies subject to corporation tax, which means that all of the same rules we just discussed apply, it's just now a different taxation rate. So the disposal is still treated the same. However, when you do dispose, it's subject to corporation tax based on the effective rate of the company that you have disposed of the cryptocurrency within. There's different taxation rates subject to income tax if you stake cryptocurrency, receive cryptocurrency as a payment for labor. So you need to consider the method of receiving the cryptocurrency. Same with mining cryptocurrency. These aren't investments of a purchase price, then a sell price with a gain. These are different methodologies of receiving cryptocurrency, therefore subject to different rates of tax. There is some examples of tax-free cryptocurrency transactions. Let's say you transfer from one wallet address to another wallet address for yourself. There's going to be no taxation point here. Let's say you just hold and you haven't yet realized the gain or the loss. Again, no taxation point. If you also gift your cryptocurrency to a spouse or a partner, again, no taxation point here. Do crypto exchanges report your transaction data to HMRC? They do KYC in most cases, which is know your customer. And HMRC have data sharing programs now with the major exchanges, Coinbase being one of them, where they'll actually share transaction data with HMRC on request and sometimes voluntarily, based on the data sharing program itself. So just because cryptocurrency is on-chain and isn't transactionally shown in your personal bank accounts or corporate bank accounts, doesn't mean that HMRC cannot access this data. And there is quite hefty fines if you do not put forward a taxable gain to HMRC and pay the appropriate taxes. So make sure you consider this when you're looking at selling your cryptocurrency. It may be that you need to sell it in a certain tax year to realize a loss, or make sure that your gain is spread across multiple tax years to benefit from the basic rate band being lower. So consider this when tax planning and selling your cryptocurrency. And remember, a disposal isn't just selling it, it is also transfer from cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency and other methods. So in terms of how you actually pay tax on the gain that you've just disposed and realized, it's based on your personal tax return, usually, which is always going to be in line with whatever tax year you're actually disposing and paying tax for. So let's say you're currently in the 25-26 tax year. Let's say it's May the 1st, 2025. That tax year ends on the 5th of April the following year, so the 5th of April 26. You're then going to pay tax on that on the following January. 31st of January, that's going to be the deadline for submission for declaring your gain or loss and paying tax on your gain if you're lucky enough to make a gain. So in summary, although there's nuances, if you hold cryptocurrency and don't transact, there's no taxation point. If you buy cryptocurrency, there's no taxation point, obviously considering that the source of funds may have already been taxed. If you sell or dispose of cryptocurrency, that is where the taxation point comes in, and you need to consider everything I've just mentioned in the video. When comparing to other asset classes, cryptocurrency is still new. HMRC's business manual and HMRC's legislation are still developing. So there's things that will change, and there's definitely nuances to everything that I've just said. So as always, tread with caution, make sure you speak to a specialist accountant in cryptocurrency, not just an accountant that accounts and makes submissions to HMRC. They've got to know their stuff on cryptocurrency, or you will likely be falsely advised. So do the proper planning and make sure you consider everything that I've just discussed, as well as your own research. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, this is by no means me advising you go invest in cryptocurrency. Do your due diligence and proceed with caution.